everyone. We are on tonight for tonight's Pillow Talk podcast. As you can see, Izzy and I are in two different locations. I don't know what to do because she's not like hanging on my arm and whatever. I guess I'll be all right. Hi, Izzy.
Hi.
How are
Happy
you?
Monday. I'm
Happy
recovering
Monday.
karaoke.
We had a great time at karaoke yesterday. OMG.
God, that was so much fun. It was just
Izzy,
genuine fun.
tell them about karaoke. Go.
So we had a karaoke party yesterday in Bayonne, New Jersey. Um, Discreet French came, they showed out. Everybody had a blast singing. There was food, there was drinks. And it was just a whole vibe. Like, it was just a whole vibe. And you just had to have been there to experience the energy that was in the room. The energy was crazy. Discreet friends, people like to karaoke. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I just,
you know what? I never knew that karaoke was that popular. I didn't know, but
it
it
was so
is what
much.
it is. But listen, let's jump right into the show tonight. We have a wonderful special guest, and we're gonna bring him right on. I want everybody to just give a warm welcome. How you doing to the man himself, Mac Styles? Here we go. Hey, Mac, what's up, bro?
Hey, good to see you, man.
Good
Hi.
to see you. It's been a month of Sundays, as they say in Florida. That's where you are.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Listen,
You were down here not too long ago, weren't you?
yeah, we were down there, just had to check out the place, and it was. I got to tell you, we're going to get into us talking about that facility because Secrets is just, it's just off the chain. I really did not expect it to be that great when I got there. But listen, I'm so happy that I finally got you. I had to go through your agent and then your publicist, and then all these special people just to get in contact with you. And then I had to sign the disclosure contracts. It's okay. I made it work. I made it work.
No, I appreciate it,
we
man. It was hard, but we got through it. No, I appreciate that.
listen, and I just found out something. Izzy said she's never met you in person.
Izzy, for shame.
For shame.
Oh, hi, Miss.
I was
Nice
only
to meet
in
you.
her defense though. I was only up in New Jersey area for about 3 years,
Mm.
so
Let me tell you
I
Well,
didn't
something.
get to.
That had to be the best 3 years ever because you got more accomplished in those 3 years than most people can get accomplished in a lifetime. I swear.
I love to work hard and I love what I do. So it's going good.
All right, cool. Listen, let's just jump right into this. We are happy. I sent you a whole bunch of questions. I sent them to Izzy to make sure I wasn't sounding stupid before I sent you the questions. And we just want
Two
to
minutes
get
before the
into it.
podcast, practically, but I got it. We good.
That's okay. You know, that's how us black people do. We're late. Don't say nothing. No, I'm kidding.
We go get it in. Let's do it.
Listen, introduce yourself to everybody. Tell us who Max Styles is.
So, Max Style, I started my lifestyle journey in my late 20s, early 30s, and it started out with a just a group of friends, and me and my partner at the time came up with a group ourselves, much like Discreet Friends, and then it just grew and grew and grew until it blew up in my face, and then I went through the whole divorce and started over, and then I wrote a book about the whole thing. And then I was like, I know groups, so I'll make another group in order to just to sell my book to. And then that group blew up, and then it just started to become a traveling group. And then we started having parties, and it just became a success because we have a great time. And then that I was getting out of the military, and I was talking to the owner of Secrets, and he was like, I was telling him I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. He's like, "Come work for me." I said, "My master's is in Homeland Security. There's nothing I can do over there. I'm not bartending or nothing for nobody." He's like, "No, you run the whole place. Not a big deal. I'll show you everything else." So that Beyond Lifestyles and me knowing kind of the owner just landed me my perfect little dream job over there. But besides that and lifestyle, I'm a group owner. I'm an author. I do travel groups. Let's see, God, what else? How have I affected the community? We do a whole bunch of like booths and stuff at Exotica to try to tell people about lifestyle and stuff because It's all about education and getting out there. So that's what a lot of Max Styles and Beyond Lifestyle started out to be anyway, is educating. Because I was super lost when I first started. I didn't have anybody to talk to. So that was kind of the whole point of this, was to try to educate people in lifestyle.
You know what? Touch on that a little bit because we're running into that a lot. We have our group, Discreet Friends, and we want to make it open, and we don't want to be. There are a lot of people who come in and make a lot of mistakes, but it's kind of like they're not trying to be malicious. It's like
Right.
they just don't know what they don't know.
And
So a
that's
lot
why
of
I
times they'll
opened.
make a mistake.
And I think that with that category, there's different categories of groups. Like Beyond Lifestyles is a one come all, type of group. I want you, everybody's on their own little path. So there's big groups like mine that will welcome everybody who wants to learn, and then there's like smaller discrete group friends, like house parties type group friends. So like mine is specifically like, if you have questions, I want you to be able to come there and ask away and have a place to go without being judged or whatever.
Right. And
So,
I think
so
that's
like
what.
I said, there are different categories of groups. So when you get to like 14,000 people in your group, at that point, it's no longer discrete friends. it's
Oh wow. We have
I
eleven
mean,
thousand
it's no
people.
longer like private and intimate. Anything
No,
you
I know what
post
you
is
mean.
going to be on there forever. You know.
We kind of we're running into that with Discreet Friends because we're growing a little faster than I intended or even wanted it to grow. So, you have the kind of the older generation who is like, no, don't grow, don't let people in, don't be,
Right.
but then I'm like, no, I want everybody to join. It's like we're Disney World. We want everybody to have a chance. Just respect everybody and follow the rules.
Right.
But that seems to offend a lot of people.
It does because of the vetting process. I mean, I started this like 15 years ago. The vetting process now is just not anything that it used to be. Like nobody questions you. You have to basically make a mistake for your name to get out there as you're a bad person. And the lifestyle is still small, so you can still be blackballed from every party. I've seen a lot of people like come through from Atlanta that I know are blackballed and come to Secrets, and I'm like, oh shit, this might be a bad idea to have this
Uh-huh.
person here. And I'll tell you, our Secrets block game is strong too. You mess up at Secrets, you basically get a 6 month and then a permanent ban. We don't play
Wow.
around. We don't want the people there that can't follow the rules and just don't get it.
I
Okay.
like that.
Well, tell us about then you that takes me to my next question. Tell us all about Secrets. What makes Secrets different? You have Hito, you have Temptations, you have all these different resorts. What makes you guys different? I know what makes you guys different, but tell the world what makes you guys different.
I honestly, beside Hito's probably our biggest competition because of the sheer size. Secrets is privately has 130 private owners who all get to decorate their rooms a certain way. You can come to Secrets every time, stay in a different room, and have a different experience. Whether
Mhm.
it's the sex furniture or the stripper poles or the beds or the mirrors or whatever, you can have a different experience every time you come. So it's not like a regular hotel where you go to Hito and you're going to stay in the same room and do the same things all the time. And where Hito is like, I don't know, that the only thing different really that is the beach. We have great entertainment, we have great parties, we have great people, we have our playrooms are bigger, our dungeons are bigger. We do everything with intents of helping the community, of the lifestyle community, and become bigger and do bigger things.
Right. And when I was there at Secrets and you were giving me the tour, one of the things I did notice was the intentional I'll say how intentional you guys were about the specifics of everything. You didn't haphazardly throw anything together. It's like this is our playroom, but this is what's in our playroom. This is what it's for. This is what you can do. Here's the bed. Here's the lights. Here's the mirror. Everything seemed to be in place for a reason. You go to a lot of LS clubs. It just looks like it was just a bed thrown in a corner. There's
Right.
no purpose behind it.
Secret's been around for 15 years. So a lot of lessons learned have come out of that, as far as like, we don't allow lingerie in the playroom because it's just such a hassle. People start thinking that their bathing suits are lingerie, then they want to fight with my staff. They want to leave all their clothes in there, then they want to go in. So there's a lot of people upset that we don't allow lingerie, but it's just 15 years of lessons learned. that just gives us very, this is where this happens at, this is where this happens at. You can have this experience over here, this over here. Yeah, it's just education as far as running it for so long and knowing what works.
Yeah, but that also speaks to the safety. It's like my staff knows what's going to
Right.
happen and what potentially could happen. So we figured it out before you guys have figured it out. My grandfather used to tell me, "Listen, I've forgotten more stuff than you don't already know, that you don't know yet." And it's kind of like you have that security. You know what could happen if you didn't do it the right way. And that's an important thing, I think, when coming to secrets. Not that I'm giving secrets a big promo, but I do see, like I said, those intentional specifics and how great you make that place. And it was
I think
wonderful
you.
being there.
The owner has given me a lot of creativity leanway. So like the playrooms that you saw, I had just redecorated those. You said it looked a lot like Atlantic City, but I took a lot of those from ideas from Atlantic City. I took a lot of from Europe and stuff like that. So that you guys got a good experience. But the new chairs, the new tiki hut, the owner puts a lot of money back into the establishment to make it bigger and better all the time.
Sounds excellent to me. Now your party, I'll tell you, people will tell you that I was complaining all week that I could not make it to your party last weekend. I was like, I must be the only person in the LS not at that party.
Everybody was talking about that party. My whole timeline was going up there.
I had so much fun putting it together. I had been begging to do that party for like 2 years once I even got there. So when he gave me the green light to do it, I ran with it and made sure it was a banger.
Hold on, someone mentioned about the filtration systems in the pool. Tell us about that.
We've got the best filtration systems in Monte Carlo. I think we pump 400 gallons a minute through the filtration systems. It's all the pools are heated. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
they
it's a
are.
huge
No,
undertaking over there for that pool
no one
system.
swimming in there with babies.
What's that?
No little baby floating there.
I couldn't understand you. Something about babies. Ain't no babies in secrets.
I don't know. That sentence got cut off at the wrong time. What were you saying, Izzy?
No, I
Your
said
internet.
they're gonna be little babies floating in the water. Huh?
Oh, little
No, no.
those
Was it my
babies.
internet?
Like I said, the we're tested a lot by the state to make sure the pH balance and stuff is good. They come in all the time. We have very safety protocols as far as our chlorine and our pH balance and acid and all the stuff that goes into making sure the pools are safe to party in.
Cool. So listen, I like I said, when I was at Secrets, I think we stayed for a day, and you were so kind to stop. You found me eventually, and you gave me a whole tour of the place. You took me into different rooms, and I can tell you, I really appreciate you doing that. It was nice to walk around with you, because walking around with someone else, they might not have been so. They would have just been like, "Here's this, here's this, here's this." You stopped and explained everything, and we
Oh, you're my
appreciate that.
people, man. I appreciate you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, by the way, I'm going to say, if you want to go to Secrets, he gave me a booking code. It's going to be down there in the YouTube link. You can kind of book through us and blah blah blah, and we'll have that link down. Listen, talk to us about your book. OMG,
Did you read it?
I read some of it. I didn't finish it. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter was basically my journal that I had published because I felt like nobody could possibly be going through the things that I was going through. I made a lot of
Mhm.
mistakes. It is definitely a what not to do book. I was an asshole in the book. There's no way around it. I was miserable. I wasn't happy in my relationship, which made me a horrible father, which made me a horrible husband. And I eventually found somebody who wanted to satisfy me in those ways, and I tried to force my wife and my girlfriend to be together, and it just blew up in my face until my wife at the time
I
got rid of the
understand.
girlfriend, then got her own girlfriend, and then spoiler asked me for the divorce. So it was
Mm.
it was so there was so much going on in my world that I just knew that I had to get it out, and so many people have identified with it. I was this person in the book, I was that person in the book, or I can't believe those things happen because the same thing happened to me. So a lot of people identified with it, and the book's gone over really well. I've got a lot of great reviews. I've made a script for a screenplay so that I can try to get it on the movies.
Is there
I'm
anything you
I'm
don't do?
I want to do it all. I want to do it all. I want to be a beacon of light for the community on what basically not to do and tell my story. Make sure everyone knows that it's all about communication. And if they're just not, I wish that I would have got a divorce a lot sooner because I know it wasn't going to happen. I was torn between, being a good dad. I didn't have a dad in my life growing up, so I wanted to be there for my kids, but at the same time, I was making them miserable. So I wasn't being a good father in the first place anyway. So looking back on it, I wish I would have got a divorce a lot sooner just because I knew there was no communication. I tried every means possible from counseling to just talking about it. It just nothing ever seemed to work. So yeah, it was I should have left a lot sooner.
So then talk to us. What's the proper way to bring up, or am I doing, or do you have to read the book to find this out? What's the proper way to approach your partner about joining that? Hey, I know we weren't this before, but I'm feeling this now, and I want us to explore this. How do you approach your partner about that kind of stuff?
I truly, I believe just the way you said it is the way to do it. You go to parties, you make boundaries, and just say, I don't know if I'm comfortable with X, Y, and Z. And then you explore that at the party, or you just talk about it. You don't have to go to a party to play. If you go to a party and expect to play, you're doing it wrong. You should go and network and meet new friends, and then if something falls into place and you guys have consent and there's adults, if your partner feels uncomfortable, then you should leave. Like, don't try to make them suffer through something that they don't want to do. But
What's
if
the
if
dynamic
though
now? Can you
my
guess?
dynamic now,
Hmm.
I'm trying to see somebody
The ladies want
that
to know. They say you're hot.
thank you.
Well,
Yes,
wait, hold up.
I guess
Mac is like the most humble guy ever. Everybody says Max is hot. Mac is hot. Like everybody, like, who's this guy? Oh my goodness, he's so sexy. You get tired of hearing that shit. That's why I
It's
don't
the
stand next to him at
swag. He
parties.
has swag. I could
I
see
don't
the
stand
swag.
next to him at parties. He's gonna take everybody.
I could
I,
see the swag. So what's your dynamic now? Tell our ladies.
I guess I'm still technically single, but I'm trying to see somebody.
Okay.
Okay.
We hope that goes good for
Yeah,
you.
So I think what she was
I hope
trying to
so.
ask for the ladies, do they have a chance to play with you, sir? If the mood is right.
Yes,
Oh, there you
Yes.
go.
because
There
Yes.
you go.
I think I think the person that I'm trying to see wants to play with the ladies too. So yes,
Ooh.
Your lady likes
That's
ladies. I love it.
party.
she
I,
likes
I
ladies more
have.
than she likes me.
Oh, Joy wants to know if your DMs are open. We have questions.
Ooh. They
You know
ready.
what?
You're making me blush. Yes, that's fine. I answer all questions.
Ooh. So you guys heard that? So you
I'm
can
gra-
follow
apparently
out.
I've been
Look at really.
Oh shit.
AM
The
putting
girl that
you
I
on the
want to
top
see, the
spot.
girl that I want to see is in the car with me right now. So she's definitely looking at me with my side eye.
With the
Okay.
side eye.
Yeah, I'm getting a little side eye. It's okay.
So she has a man. It's interesting to have a man that a lot of ladies wants. I can relate.
You can actually identify with that because of who your better half is.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to that having a man. But it's exciting and it's like so many women want this man, but he's choosing me.
So
I
am I
like
allowed to say who your better half is?
no. I like that
Oh,
other women like my man.
You like the ugly people like your man?
Not ugly people, other people.
wow.
Oh, other.
Ugly
I was like,
people?
wow, that's mean.
Other people.
I
No,
guess.
Lee, you can get it if you're ugly, but if you pretty, nah, we're not doing that. That ain't happening.
no, because I want to play too, so they gotta be pretty. I wanna be
Right.
fun. Sheesh. But no, I mean, we don't shame anybody. Um, everybody, everybody's welcome to love somebody, but it's nice to have that thing that everybody wants, and you're like, you can have fun. But I'm taking
Anyway,
them home.
so listen, Mac, with you being a very, very successful, I won't even say popular because I'm learning that there's a difference between success and popularity. You being a very successful group owner, what would you say to someone who is trying to become a group owner? Like first of all, everybody has a group now. I'm learning that
Right.
everybody got a group.
Right.
But what's your? Can you tell us? Give us as much of your secret sauce as you can.
First, determine what it is that you're trying to accomplish. What makes your group stand out to be different? If you are trying to keep it small and everybody knows each other and you guys travel as one group, having hundreds of thousands of people in your group isn't going to work. So
Mm,
there's that, and then there's also like be attentive to your members. Make sure that they feel important. Play games with them online. Run contests. Send them swag. People love getting T-shirts or hats or whatever. Make sure that they feel like they're part of the group and that you are, thanking them because they can be in any of those groups.
yep.
For them to want to post in your group and want to see you succeed is a big deal. So make sure you're thanking them and you're don't just send out blast flyers. Make sure that you personally invite people to your events and make them feel wanted, because nobody wants just a flyer all in their stuff without anything anymore. So that's how I feel anyways. But make sure that you're giving personal touches and know what it is that you want to accomplish with your group.
Very, very early on, I was doing that. I was sending out a lot of flyers, and I wasn't doing it intentionally, but people were like, "Hey, you only contact me when you have an event," and I wasn't even
Right.
realizing it. I was just sending stuff out, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I didn't even realize I was being that way." It makes it look like you're not interested in them; you're interested in their money,
Correct.
which offends people greatly. It really does offend people greatly.
And it's hard when you like the secrets party we just threw. That took me 8 months to put together. That's a lot of messaging people. Hey, how are you? I'd like to invite you out, personally invite you out to the event. It's a lot of work. So I was gonna do it in another 8 months, but that puts me right back into the colds, and people did not
Uh,
like coming to secrets in Florida. So my next one's probably gonna be in April of next year.
okay, cool. That's cool. Now I think there were. It looked like there had to be at least 1,000 people there, and I'm not. There's no hyperbole there.
No, yeah. Well, I brought out most of Orlando and Safari, who's up in DMV. She brought out almost all the DMV folks, some Texas folks. We had Atlanta, we had New Jersey, we had New York, we had Connecticut,
Yeah,
Tennessee was in there. There was people came from all over to support. It was an amazing event.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of people here that were posting pictures and sending me pictures. When are you coming? I'm like, shut up! I'm not coming. I can't make
My
it.
boyfriend was there. I was so mad I didn't get to go. Everybody on my timeline was there. I felt like the kid that was left out.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Who
don't
was
miss
there? We
next
missed
year.
that.
Huh. Oh, I'm there for next year.
Who did you say was there?
My boyfriend?
Oh,
You
okay.
just want me to say that. You just want to
I
hear me
just want
say
you to say because he doesn't know. Everybody else knows. I don't know why you're being quiet about it. Oh, she gave me that look. No, this is see. If she was sitting next to me, she would normally poke me, but she gave me the look to stop saying something. All right, moving. Anyway, moving right along. Listen, Mac. I have a ton of questions that I have to ask you, and I'm trying to keep them all in my brain. Izzy, I need you to look on that pad that I sent you with all the questions and just hit those questions that I am forgetting because my ADHD is kicking in like crazy.
Well, I think he answered one of the questions about what inspires you to write about this book, to write this book. What inspired you to do it?
I was just yeah, I was writing down everything that I was going through, and then I transferred him into a book because I wanted people to not make the same mistake. What inspires me now to write? I haven't been writing as much as I would like to, but it was when certain things happen in my life that now my life is joyous. I'm not in the same era when I was miserable. So my book now is real things that I'm working on now is a lot happier. And it's like a single story. I've never been single a day in my life. So this is a new journey I'm on my damn self.
Really, that's quite interesting. When I
Well,
divorced
I was
my,
married for 15 years.
Mhm.
I was married for 15 years and then I married Carol and that was 5 years. So that's 20 years of being in a relationship.
Oh.
Right, right. So when I divorced my first wife, I had to count them down. Someone told me that I actually needed to be single. They're like, someone told me that I needed to be single. They're like, you need to experience what it is living on your own. Because I was like you, I'd never been single. I'd always been with somebody. And they're like, you needed to be single. And I stayed single for a little while. Actually, I was abstinent for 2 years, which nobody ever believes, but it's actually true. I was abstinent for 2 years. And why are you shaking your head, Doc?
I don't believe you.
It's, the first person that I had sex with that broke my abstinence was the person that I'm with now.
Oh.
That's cool. That's a good
Yes.
story.
Yeah, she broke it. She got me. She got me. Anyway, but I needed to experience that single life, not just because I wanted to play around or do anything, but I had to find myself. Like, you don't know who you are when you're with somebody,
I
because
feel
who
like
you
every adult needs some time in their life to just be single and form their own thoughts and really get to know their own
I
personality.
disagree. I
No?
you
disagree.
disagree.
I disagree. I don't like this single shit. That's for the
I
birds.
don't
I'm not
I
with
don't
it.
even mean I don't even mean single shit like being out there and whoring and shit. I just
Doc,
mean
you missed that. He said that
time.
because of who he's sitting next to.
Well,
That's not necessarily true. I want you to be
but I think in real life, every adult should have that opportunity to just be free and not have to worry about another person's feelings when they move. And then when you do get a person, I feel like you appreciate them more. I was single for a very long time before I got in this relationship. And I'm not really good at relationships, but I feel like now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I wasn't ready before. I liked being single and I could have
Okay.
been celibate a lot. It was just I was
You could
focused.
have
I
been
was
celibate.
Yeah, I was celibate a lot of the time that I was single. I go through my spurts where I want to do stuff, and I go through spurts where I just want to work and I want to focus, and I don't, I just focus on my business and my career, and then I'll go, come out to play, and then I'll hide again. Now is what I'm like. All right, now I want to like have a partner. It's different. I
Okay.
was fine without a partner before. I
I
learned
am
who
not.
Oh,
I am not
Max
fine
said
without a partner.
you're
Mhm.
not fine without a partner.
No, no, no. I'm
You
not
have to
built
say
for.
that.
I'm not built for the single life.
I'm not built for the single life either. I don't like it.
I'm not. I don't
For
like
the
it.
birds. Mm-mm.
Well,
Next question. Next, keep them running. Next question.
um, let me
Listen,
see.
tell Max. I learned.
Max said, I learned who I truly am by having that time to myself to understand what I really want. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a long time, Mr. Styles. You had your single time. You learned some lessons when you were single, and now you're ready to. Now you know that being single is for the birds,
I knew. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
right? Now you could confirm it. Now you're like, yeah, that shit was ready for the birds. Being single is for the birds. I'm happy I'm in a relationship now, and I don't. It's like piss in the dating pool, but I'm happy that I was able to become my own person for a little while.
There is a lot
Okay.
of piss in the dating pool. I'm not. Uh, it's hard
Dating,
out here.
Wait.
Dating's not
What's the
easy.
piss? What makes it so hard?
For me, girls are the girls that I was seeing don't want to work. They don't want to be successful in life. They were just nobody wants to do anything right now. So everyone has their own struggles that they're going through, I guess. But it's been hard to find somebody that you can grow with that wants the same things as you do and can elevate your life instead of trying to bring you down.
yes,
Or not,
that
are
part.
they trying to bring you down, or is it that they just don't know again what they just don't know, and they're unwilling
Or
to
that's
learn
what
what
I'm
they don't
saying.
know?
Yeah, not intentionally trying to bring you down, but bring you down is in the fact that you can't afford the gas to put your car in all the damn time. Like you just are draining me, and you're not doing nothing with your life. Like do something productive with your life.
Those are the wrong women, Mr. Styles.
I just said that it was the wrong women because the dating pools got this in it. I said that we were on the same page.
All
But
women, I don't know. There's some career women in our group. Shout out to the boss ladies in our group.
we
They're
have quite a
making
few.
more money. Yes, we do. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
We don't speak that language, right? We deal with people by choice because we want to, not
Right.
because we need something. That's
But
not sex.
Mac, hearing you say that, it almost sounds like you're saying you're tired of gold diggers.
That's exactly what he's
Uh, I'm,
saying.
I'm
I want to hear him say the words. I want to get him in trouble.
I'm not going to say that. The people that I
I
was
knew he
with, I
wasn't going
don't
to say
have
it.
any bad feelings. I'm not going to. I don't have anything bad or negative to say about anybody who I was with. It just they weren't my people. Weren't my people. Yeah.
Oh, the goals have to be aligned. You have to have
Mhm.
some goals that are aligned. I think
But
that goals are what keep couples together.
Mhm.
I was just having that conversation with the girl I want to see now. We were talking about getting money together or being a power couple or whatever. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I want to do. I want us to be successful together. I don't want to be successful separately.
That is exactly what I want. I need a boss because I'm a boss. I'm
Yes, you are.
partnered with wasn't really looking to be, but I'm glad I found him. Being single was hard but needed. Um, sounds like
I think all
Max
the single. I think all the people that were single are gonna say that.
are gonna say
Everyone
that.
that was single, they're gonna say yes. I needed to be single. I've heard it all the time. Yes, I really. They reflect back on being single and they have a story to tell about it. I don't like it. My little
It's
short spurt of being single, I'm not with it.
it's not for everybody. Um,
And look, every
G,
time he says that, he looks to his right.
I don't want to be single.
You know what?
he is being very specific, ma'am. Very specific.
Listen, whoever you
We
are
love
to
a
his
man that
right,
knows
give him
what
a
he wants.
chance. He wants.
Oh,
Listen, he don't want to be single.
He is publicly saying it, girl. We
We're
love
trying
a
to
man
help you
that
out.
knows that is intentional and knows what he wants. We love that. And I hope that works out for you, Mr. Styles, because you seem very excited about this.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped.
I
Every
am.
time
I
he
like
looks
that
at it,
way
he turns red and smiles.
And he's
because she got the
blushing.
heat on here.
He's
It's 100
blushing.
degrees. No, I'm just kidding. Black women don't like the cold.
You know what? Listen,
It's cold in Florida today.
Nah, it's like 50, but 50s for her is like sub-zero temperatures.
please.
Uh,
It's 63 at 62 degrees here. We're outside not wearing coats. Like we love this weather. This is
Right.
great.
I was
right.
out
This
I was out at Daytona Beach today with for bike week and out here in shorts and a shirt and she's like zipped up in a sweater and three jackets.
oh please. I love 60-degree weather. Listen, I have a question. It's a touchy subject because you mentioned black women. So another thing that I like about your group, it is very interracial.
Right.
It's very interracial, and it seems to be. I went to a couple of parties this weekend, and they were all white parties. I love them; they were great. And then last weekend, I was kind of with my, Hispanic and Black friends. And we tend to not be able to party together because we have all of these misconceptions about how we party that just aren't true. And when you talk to them, they both say the same exact thing, but it's like we're all really alike. So talk about that. How did you make that interracial thing happen? Was it by accident? What happened?
I was it by accident? No, it wasn't by accident. I'm most comfortable in that zone than I am at where I guess would be a white party, as you say. That's a really touchy subject, man,
I,
because
I said it
even
when I said it started.
uh, because it's so segregated, man, and I hate it. I hate that it's so segregated, but they're two totally different vibes too. Like I grew up in that atmosphere. I relate better. That's what I'm drawn to and what my following consists of, I guess.
I mean, that's true.
I
But
don't
when
think
I
you're
was,
going to do anything to change it. You're not going to do anything to change it. Not in
and
another 10 years.
that bothers me. That bothers me a lot because I'm 50-50. I look African American, but I'm Irish, African American. So it's like I
It
have
bothers me a lot too. I'll tell you, throwing this party, being a white man was very hard. I get called colonizer. I get called
wow.
you know, I'm taking culture, or there. I get called so many things for trying to put on an event like this. Basically, I'm at Secrets. I see a need for it. I want to do it. So I mean, and it was a success, but it's a touchy subject, even being a white guy throwing a black party
Yeah, I'm,
for
I'm
sure.
not gonna I'm not gonna mention the particular group that we talked about when we were down there, but you were saying that you went to a particular place that was kind of a all African American place, and it was even touchy for you there. You're like, no, I'm just trying to chill. I just want to
Right.
hang out, and you were
I
like,
got I got a lot of hate for not a lot. There was some people that called the police. There was some people that made bad comments. So there was even on the black community side. There's a group of black folks that won't doesn't want to support a white man, and they'll come up and they were gonna cause trouble or something along those lines just because they felt like I was doing something wrong. But there's a lot of hate surrounding this. That's why it's so touchy to talk about.
yeah, but I think that takes away from what all of this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be the safe place. Listen, we're already in a weird, I'm going to call it a weird space because of the free love and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's like, can we leave all that other stuff that is, out of this life? Let's just everybody come have fun. Can this be the one
Exactly.
place where we're not segregated? Just the one place.
I would really like that. Yes.
It was like,
I
oh
also
my
like
God.
I also like being the only macadamia nut in the whole chocolate cookie. So
You know what?
although
And he blows
although
everything
I'm
up.
for the free love, I like being where I'm at. So
But you're the one macadamia nut that all the black girls actually want. I've heard girls say, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with white guys, but I'll mess with him. So, you get that. And then he looks to the right again, and he looks to the right again.
not true, baby. The stories aren't true. He's
The stories
lying.
are, oh, yes, I am lying. Do not believe a word I am saying.
Lord.
Listen, listen, when you came out of the Navy, we had a wonderful opportunity to go to, I guess it was your retirement party at Saints and
Yeah.
Sinners.
Yes.
That was one of another great party. Sorry to hear that they closed down. Like what was it, a month ago or something like that?
Yeah,
They're
he
no
sold the
longer.
property.
He sold the property. Yeah, I'm glad we got to go before they sold the property, but we're sorry that we that they closed down. So I think Secrets would be a great alternative. You can't go to Atlantic City. Hop on what's probably an inexpensive flight to Florida. You book it in enough time, you
Absolutely.
get down there for $125 round trip.
Yeah. And we're 20 minutes away from the airport, so the Uber's like $30 each way. It's not bad.
Yes. And I think if you guys are booked, there are enough hotels around that they could stay at and get the day pass. What was the all day
Right.
pass? The one
And if you ask for Quality Inn, they'll give you and you mentioned Secrets, they'll give you a 15% discount on your room too.
Oh,
really
nice.
nice.
That
Yeah,
is nice.
we work with the hotels around us.
Cool.
I
That
have a question. Being that you're so successful in the lifestyle, right? And I'm gonna. This is your only. The lifestyle is like your only career. Am I correct? But everything falls under the umbrella. So you're an author. You're gonna be a screenwriter, but it all falls under the umbrella of lifestyle. Is it safe to say that you're publicly lifestyle? Does your family know? Like, how do
mm,
you balance that?
So my family just basically consists of my two kids. I don't have my mother definitely knows, but I don't have a dad. I don't have any grandparents or nephews, nieces. So in that aspect, it's just my kids. And yes, they know. Uh, I've had to drop them, not drop them off at my job, but like pick up change cars or something at my job or whatever. So they know. They call me the white puff daddy or something along those lines sometimes. So they don't know any better. But yeah, they know.
They think you throwing Diddy parties.
They think I'm throwing Diddy parties all day. Yeah.
How old are
So,
they?
16 and 18.
All right, they big enough.
Right.
so
They-
now how? So here's another question. That's a follow up to that question. How do you go about talking about that to the children? Did it just like come up by
My
accident?
kids No, so my kids were involved really because we were trying to do the poly relationship. So they saw mom bringing home a girlfriend, they saw dad bringing home a girlfriend. So they were exposed at a really young age, and I think kids are resilient. It might not have been the right thing to do at the time, but my kids are doing good now. So I don't
So
know.
funny story. I date Sir Leezus, right? And my daughter found his Instagram. I have a 19-year-old daughter, and she's like, "Mom, I love this for you." I'm just like, uh,
And I'll be
I'm
honest, I'm not. Although I'm lifestyle, I guess friendly, I don't really go to a lot of parties anymore. I would go to like support my friends, but I'm not so much a swinger anymore as much as I used to be. So I guess I've been doing this for 15 years. It doesn't excite me as much. I like the people, which keeps me there. I like to go, network and talk to people about it and educate if I can. But I don't get the same excitement out of it. So I don't go out looking for a lot of parties. I go and I try to support my friends that support me. But yeah, it's not really it's not my thing as much anymore.
But I think that's a natural kind of progression. You do start getting desensitized after a little while.
Right.
You can only see but so many orgies before you're like, eh, eh,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. This is
If you would have told me that at the age of 29, I was like, you're crazy. Now,
yeah. Yeah, now I could
but
be
yeah,
sitting having a
now
whole conversation with you while folk are getting blowjobs, and it's like nothing's even happening. It's like, yeah, let's keep on
exactly.
talking.
Yep.
Yeah, but you tend to
I can
get
shoot a good
desensitized.
game. I can shoot a good game of pool with somebody messing with right next to the table.
I'm sorry, say that again. The phone broke up.
I said I can shoot a good game of pool with somebody messing right next to the table or something. Like it's not it's. I guess it's like eating fast food every day or going to strip club every day. You titties is titties,
Yeah.
sex is sex.
Listen, I went to the strip club with one of my friends, Ted, as a matter of fact, and we're sitting there talking. I think you remember Ted and Tanya. We're sitting there talking, and the strippers are walking up to us, doing what they do, and we're not giving them any money. We literally got kicked out the club, and we didn't realize almost that they were like doing all that stuff because we're so desensitized. It's like it's a pair of breasts. Eh, whatever,
Yeah,
and we felt bad, and we just kind of left like $100 there because whatever. But we get so like I said, we get desensitized. But speaking of Diddy parties, I have to talk about someone who is sponsoring us. Listen, guys, Spunk Lube, they're one of our.
oh, my phone shut it down. My battery's dead. If you can still hear me, I'm
We
sorry,
can still hear
guys.
you. Listen, we're glad
bye,
you
Mr.
were on.
Styles. Thank
Thank you.
you. He, I think he died.
He think he died. Spunk Lube, guys, go get it. Izzy, I really enjoyed that conversation with him,
And
and
he's
it took us to our whole to the end of our show, which is absolutely positively great. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Max Styles. He's a great guy. I'm going to talk about his book. It's called Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter. He's the blackest white guy you ever want to meet. But anyway, Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter. That's the cocoa butter part. Take a look at it. It talks about his life story. And I promise you, it will help you through your personal journey. As he said earlier, there are stories that everyone seems to be able to relate to. That was a slump. That was the slumber party spunk lube. Yes, it
Yes, it
was.
was. And all the girls got some spunk lube in their goodie bag. So you got some to try
And you know
and
what?
to
Go
have
ahead.
fun about me when you try it.
You know what? But you know what I like about the spunk lube? I went like this because I just wanted to feel it. It's not too watery or too
It feels
oily.
light.
It's
It's nice.
light. It's just like perfect. I love it. I'm gonna use this in a second, but let me put that down because that might not. I can't even touch my phone now. Anyway, listen, Izzy, let's talk about some of our upcoming events, and that'll take us out to the end of this show. Where are we going to first?
Your birthday is our next event.
My birthday's our next event. Is it?
Yes, sir.
My birthday party.
Yay.
Yay! Yay! Listen, guys, my birthday party's coming up
Oh, Leo.
Saturday.
All right, Leo.
Yes, I saw her yesterday. She was like, "It's gonna be my birthday too." I said, "You know what? We're gonna celebrate you too." So we added Leah. I added Leah on there. It's gonna be Saturday, April 5th. You see the prices down there. We kept it really, really inexpensive. It's $40 for single women, $40 for single men, $80 for couples. That's really cool. We did come up with a theme, devils and angels. So you can either be a devil or you can be an angel, whichever one you want to do. Listen, if you don't have enough time to buy an outfit or a costume, don't even worry about it. Just come and show up. It is going to be a floor crawl. That's a mini hotel takeover. We're going to have the whole entire floor. People are going to be decorating their rooms. Some rooms are going to be orgies. Sir Lisa's is still going to be there doing his thing in his room. Y'all already know what he does. And then there are going to be other rooms where we're just talking and having a great time. The last time we were at this hotel was the paint party, and I have to tell you, paintball party. We had an awesome, awesome time. It was so good that the hotel manager himself came upstairs and he started
Yes,
partying with us.
he
It
sure did.
was,
He was there
it
till the morning.
was he there that long?
He was there when we checked out at 11 a.m.
Wow. So he just went to work because when I was checking out, he was at the front desk. So he just stayed and went back to work.
Yes.
Wow.
Turned his
Wow.
ass out. They turned him out.
Yeah. We will have some other events happening between now and the hotel takeover, but for now we're just going to talk about the hotel takeover, which is going to be August 22nd to the 24th. Izzy, you always do a better job about talking about that than I do.
All right, guys. So August 22nd through the 24th, we will be in Piscataway, New Jersey. Guys, we're taking over an entire hotel. We have access to all of the amenities. You can be naked everywhere except where they serve food. Um, it's gonna be a night to remember. This is gonna be one of the biggest hotel takeovers on the East Coast this
Yes.
summer. um I have people coming from all kind of different places. So if you have a group or whatever, hit us up so you could bring your group out. Discreet Friends is a very diverse group, and we like to party with people from everywhere, all walks of
Let's
life.
not forget about Lola.
We have partnered with Lona Entertainment to do this event, so you already know she's bringing the spice and the sass.
Yes.
Um, I'm super excited about it. Sir Lisa's will also be there performing. There will be massage therapists. There will be all kind of vendors. There will be we're gonna have a body paint artist come
Yes.
through. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Book your room. You don't have to pay right away for the room, but
No.
secure your room. And then you go on Eventbrite and get your ticket to attend the party. Okay, so hit us up for the Eventbrite link for the
Hmm.
ticket to get to the parties. But book your room now because you don't want to be stuck in the overflow hotel, right?
Hmm.
And it seems like we have a lot of time, but that'll be here before you know it. So
Yeah.
better to prepare early than have to be doing things last minute, right? So
Yep.
with that said,
Just one last thing, vendors. If you want to vend, we are also opening up an opportunity for vendors to vend with us. Contact us to get that information. We're doing our, and it's kind of going to be a first come, first serve. We're doing our best not to have repeat vendors. So if we have someone who's doing apparel, we probably won't have like three different vendors doing the same thing because I feel like that gives our vendors the best way to be successful. Um, so vendors hit us up. We will give you the information for that. Yeah. Izzy, take us out. You always take us home.
guys, have a nice, happy, productive, sexy week. And we will see you guys next Monday.
Bye.